Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is wonderful Thursday, December the 30th, 2021. This is episode number 281 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in around 3 minutes. This is the last week of the year. It's the day before New Year's Eve. And if you're like me, small business owners, you're probably planning out what you plan to do differently, how you plan to grow. I just ran some numbers and found out that my year 2021 is about 8% better than 2020. I personally am disappointed in that, but for an 11-year-old business, it's probably a normal growth pattern. I'm making some tweaks to obviously make 2022 better, as are you. And this week we've been studying about time management, time hacks, what I have learned by watching 450 small business clients like yourselves do their business better. And some of them do really good job of managing time, talking about business owners specifically, and some of them don't. For the ones that did good, I am sharing tips of things that I have recorded and noted that I want to change in my life to make my business better. Anything I learn, I throw over the fence to you. So today we're up to part 6. We're going to talk about time hacks, part 6, rocks before sand, recording everything, and organized space. Business tip number 1, rocks before sand. You've probably seen the example, I don't need to tell you, of a jar. It's filled with sand, and they try to add some rocks, and they can't get many rocks in. And then they do the same experiment before. They put the rocks in first, they put the pebbles in second, they put the sand in, even water, and it fills up all the space. We've talked about using your calendar instead of a to-do list in previous episodes. Rocks for me are my business meeting with clients. The pebbles are probably my production, and then the sand is probably support. If I organize my calendar backwards, I don't have enough space for it. Now, that being said, I do believe you should allow space between tasks, especially you, the business owners, but you should put your most important task in the calendar day first. That's what I mean, rocks before sand. Business tip number 2, I've noticed that of the really successful clients I have, they all have a journal from which they record everything in. Even my attorney, one of the best attorneys I know, he had just books and books and books, and he'd write everything down in his journal. The tip here is you have one singular place where all of your notes are in. Now, it doesn't have to be a paper journal. Maybe you record it into your phone or some system, but you should have a system for recording everything where you're not having to run around and look for things. And speaking of looking for things, business tip number 3 for today, organize space. Of the really successful business owners I know, they have a very organized desk, but more importantly, it's functional. They have everything they need for whatever the main part of their job. I've seen writers that have dictionaries and reference books and everything to their right. We've seen Casey Neistat, who is a filmographer. He has all of the clips and all of his other things right by his desk. What does your desk look like to make you, business owner, the most successful? Rocks before sand, recording everything, organized space. Like I said, whatever I'm learning, I want to give to you. I'll go back to sleep.